Hi students, this is Anuva from AglaSem and today we will discuss the questions and answers of class 9 English chapter 1, the fun they had. So now turn to page number 10 of your Beehive textbook and watch this video till the end. Part 1 of the questions is answer the questions in a few words or a couple of sentences each. Question number 1 is how old are Margie and Tommy? So the answer is Margie is 11 and Tommy is 13-year-old. Question number 2 is what did Margie write in her diary? So the answer is Margie wrote, today Tommy found a real book. Question number 3 is had Margie ever seen a book before? So the answer is no. Margie had never seen a book before. Question number 4 is what things about the book did you find strange? Answer for this question is Margie found it strange that the words printed on a book stood still instead of moving the way they did on a screen. She also found it odd that the words on a page always remained the same as the first time they were read. Besides, the idea that someone would write a book about school was itself strange for Margie. Question number 5 is what do you think a telebook is? Answer is a book that can be displayed on a screen is called telebook. Question number 6 is where was Margie's school? Did she have any classmate? So students, answer is Margie's school was in her home itself, right next to her bedroom. No, she did not have any classmates. Question number 7 is what subjects did Margie and Tommy learn? So the answer for this question is Margie and Tommy learned geography, history and arithmetic. So now moving forward, second part is answer the following with reference to the story. First, I wouldn't throw it away. First part is who says these words? So the answer is Tommy said these words. 2. What does it refer to? Answer is it refers to the television screen on which you could read over 1 million books. Third, what is it being compared with by the speaker? Answer is Tommy is comparing the television screen to the real books in earlier times in which words were printed on a paper. He thought that after reading such books, one would have to throw them away. However, he would never have to throw away his telebooks. Second, sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It was a man. First question, who does they refer to? Answer is, they refer to the students who studied in the old kind of schools centuries before the time the story is set in. Third, what does regular mean here? Answer is, here, regular refers to the mechanical teachers that Tommy and Margie had. Third, what is it contrasted with? Answer is, the mechanical teacher is contrasted with the teacher of the earlier times who was a human being. Now moving further, third part of the questions is answer each of the questions in a short paragraphs about 30 words. First question is what kind of teachers did Margie and Tommy have? So the answer is Margie and Tommy had mechanical teachers. They were large and black and ugly and had large black screens on which all the lessons were shown and questions were asked. These mechanical teachers had a slot in which the student had to put their homework and test papers. They had to write their answers in a punch code and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks immediately. Second question is, why did Margie's mother send for the county inspector? So the answer is, Margie had been given many tests in geography by the mechanical teachers, but there was no improvement in her performance. It only kept getting worse. It is for this reason that Margie's mother sent for the county inspector to find out why this was happening. Third question is, what did he do? Answer is, The county inspector gave Margie an apple and started working on the mechanical teacher. He took it apart and then checked it. Margie had hoped that the inspector would not know how to put the mechanical teacher together again, but he managed to reassemble it. He slowed down the geography sector of the teacher because it was geared a little too quick for an average 10-year-old. Question number 4 is, why was Margie doing badly in geography? What did the county inspector do to help her? Answer is, Margie was doing badly in geography because the geography sector of the mechanical teacher had been geared a little too quick. The county inspector rightly told her that she could not be blamed for her poor performance. The county inspector slowed down the geography sector of the mechanical teacher to an average 10-year level. He also told Mrs. Jones that Margie's overall performance pattern was satisfactory. Question number 5 is, what had once happened to Tommy's teacher? Answer is, once the history sector of Tommy's teacher had once blanked out completely. Students, question number 6 is, did Margie have regular days and hours for school? If so, why? Answer is, yes, Margie had regular days and hours for school. This was because her mother believed that learning at regular hours helped little girls learn better. Her mechanical teacher was also on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday. Question number 7 is, how does Tommy describe the old kind of school? Answer is, Tommy described old kind of school as a special building where all kids studied together. There were hundreds of students studying and playing together. They used to shout and laugh together in an open yard. Question number 8 is, how does he describe the old kind of teachers? So, the answer is, Tommy said that the old kind of teachers was men who taught the students inside a special building. The teachers taught the children in groups and gave them homework and asked them questions. Moving further, another part of this chapter questions is, answer each of the following questions in 2 or 3 paragraphs, which is 100 to 150 words. First question is, what are the main features of the mechanical teachers and the schoolrooms that Margie and Tommy have in the story? Answer is, Margie and Tommy had mechanical teachers. They had large black screens on which all the lessons were shown and questions were asked. They had a slot in which students had to put their homework and test papers. They had to write their answers in a punch code and the mechanical teacher calculates the mark immediately. Their school were in homes itself. They did not have any classmates. They learned geography, history and arithmetic. They had regular days and hours for school. Margie's school was right next to her bedroom. The mechanical teacher always turned on at the same time every day except Saturdays and Sundays because her mother said that little girls learn better when they learn at regular hours. Question number 2 is, why did Margie hate school? Why did she think the old kind of school must have been fun? Answer is, Margie hated school because it was not fun. A mechanical teacher used to teach her every day at a fixed time. Recently, she had been doing badly in geography tests that her mechanical teacher had been giving her. Her mother was not happy with the performance and sent for the county inspector. She hopes that the inspector would take the mechanical teacher away. She is disappointed when the county inspector manages to assemble all parts of the mechanical teacher. The part that she hated the most was inserting the homework and test papers in a slot on the mechanical teacher. She did not like the fact that she had to write her answers in a punch code. She thought that the old kind of school must have been fun as she imagined all the kids from the entire neighborhood coming together, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard. She imagined that they would sit together in the classroom and go home together at the end of the day. They would learn the same things and could help each another with the homework and talk about it. Also, the teachers were people. All these aspects made her believe that the old kind of school must have been fun. Question number 3 is, do you agree with Margie that schools today are more fun than the schools in the story? Give reasons for your answer. Answer is yes, I agree. Schools today are more fun than the schools in the story. In the story, there is no interaction among the students regarding studies. Studying and answering questions seems to be a boring idea. Doing homework with anybody's help and writing them in a punch code would also be draining. Moreover, children develop a better understanding about each other and of their surroundings when they go to a school and interact with each other. It is a healthier way of learning. Listening to teachers explaining lessons is always more interesting than reading the entire lesson on a mechanical computer. Also, if any student faces any problem with the subject or in the homework, he can discuss it with the teacher and other kids. It is possible to discuss problems and situations with a mechanical teacher that is only programmed to teach in a particular manner. The excitement of waiting to know the mark score in the exams is greater when one is sitting in a classroom with other students. It does not have the same effect when the marks are calculated immediately after a test has been done. Finally, the friends that you make at school are most probably the best friends that you will ever make in your entire life. The various qualities that you learn in school, like obedience, respect, kindness for others, sharing, taking part in school games, sports, and other activities, are all a part of school education today. Therefore, schools today are more fun than the schools in the story as they are more interactive. They promote a healthy environment for students to study and learn. So students, that's it for the video. I hope you have received the answers for all the questions. In case of any query, drop a comment in the comment section and subscribe to our channel for watching more such videos.